All right, here we go. I'm back live streaming for the NFL as we've got Week 18's matchup, the key matchup in the AFC South between the Houston Texans at 9-7 and the Colts at 9-7 in Indianapolis. The winner is in the playoffs and the loser's eliminated. This is a win and in situation here. A super important game. This is pretty much a playoff game in itself, as the two teams are currently tied at 17 each with 13 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, 17 all. This is going to be a very close finish to decide who can make the playoffs. Again, the winner is in, the loser is out, as the Colts just tied it up on a short field goal by Matt Gay. The Texans have got the ball back, and they're going to be starting here at the 27-yard line on the return by Dameon Pierce, who hasn't really gotten the ball on offense running it. It's mostly been Devin Singletary. CJ Stroud's going to get the ball back here, trying to lead a critical drive. Texans and Colts are tied. Last time out, the Texans were able to get a field goal on their previous drive. Stroud has been really good so far. 13 out of 19, 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nico Collins has been incredible. 7 catches for almost 160 and a touchdown. And Devin Singletary has gotten all the carries rushing, as he's in the backfield. Straight drop from CJ. Low pass. It is caught by the fullback Andrew Beck for a gain of about 7 yards. Beck has a touchdown reception in this game from a couple yards out to make it a 14-3 game. It was earlier in the second quarter, just under 2 minutes ago, and that it was a 1-yard touchdown. And he gets another catch here. Look at CJ comparing the two halves. Hasn't really been too close. Texans have been a little sluggish in the second half on offense. They're going to give it to Singletary up the gut, and he is able to chug his way for the first down. Houston at the 38-yard line at their own 38-yard line. Under 13 minutes to go in the fourth. This is a big drive. Colts have dominated the yardage in the second half, 172-56. And like CJ Stroud's been delivering all season in these kind of moments, we'll see if he can do it again on the road in Indy for a chance to make the playoffs. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Singletary way back in the backfield. And they're going to do a play action right side, 48 coming on a blitz. Stroud just falls down, and that is not a great play at all right there. Huge loss on the play for the Texans on that. Just not a good way for that play to go. Just no one on the left side of the line, as Schultz just did not even see him, and Decker did not get over there in time. So just a blown block right there, and CJ just had to go down. Not a good look. Now it's second and long, very long, 2nd and 20 at the 28-yard line for the Texans. Stroud on the drop back, throws it, and it's caught by Schultz, who breaks the tackle all the way up to the 44-yard line. Nice gain on the play. That is a 15-yard pass and catch right there to the tight end. Schultz makes it a 3rd and manageable here for Houston, which is much needed. This is a big drive in the game after the Colts just tied it on their previous drive. Takes the underneath play. Schultz breaks a couple of tackles, one by Budda Baker as well. And actually, it's 3rd and 3. He picked up a few more yards. That was his second catch. Stroud, quick pass, another completion to Schultz. And that is good for Houston Texans first down at the 50. Texans got a nice drive going here. Good to pick up 2nd and 20 on there. That was really nice. Schultz knows how to get the first down. Ends his route right there. Easy pickup. That's a smart play you want to do. Now you have 1st and 10 on the Indy side of the field. That's a 3rd catch for Schultz tonight. Right at the 50. Give it to Singletary. Cuts back to the outside. Cuts back again. And somehow breaks a few tackles and winds up at the 46-yard line of Indy. However, there's a flag, and this might be coming back. It's holding on the offense. Beck gets called for the holding. He's been good as a fullback this year. Had a kickoff return touchdown back in week 3 for the Texans. Gets called there. Now it's 1st and 20. Again, Texans penalties have just been killing them today. They'd have numerous false starts, and it's been a total of 10 penalties tonight for the Texans for 66 yards. Just not ideal. And Stroud off his back foot fires to Schultz again, who has back-to-back-to-back catches. Under 10 minutes to go. 2nd and 14, gain of 6. Tied at 17 all. Under 10 minutes to go. 2nd and 14. Stroud trying to look, has some time. Rolls out to his left. Throws back off his back foot. And it is caught by Nico Collins. Unbelievable. He came back to get it for the first down. Stroud to Collins has been lighting up Indianapolis tonight. And they get a big play here. Stroud doing his thing. Just scramble drill. Rolls back out. Turns back the other way from his own 30. Just flips it out, and Nico grabs it. He goes and gets it for the first down, Houston. A big play. Texans picked up 2nd and 20 and now 1st and 20 on this drive. Collins racking up numbers tonight. 8 catches, 172 yards, and a touchdown. 1st and 10 now for the Texans. And at the 39-yard line, there's a flag on the play. They're going to give it to Singletary, who picks up 5 yards to the Indy 35-yard line. Under 9 to go, 17-17. Texans trying to take the lead here. Let's see what the penalty is. If it's against the Texans, again, it's just brutal. You cannot keep having penalties like these. Still trying to figure out the flags. I'm not... So there was no flag. They're just going to redo it because the offense hurried up onto the field and the defense didn't get a chance to substitute. So they're just going to do that really quick. Shane Steichen, how about him? He's done a really great job this year. You had Anthony Richardson start the year, the 4th overall pick out of Florida. He gets hurt. You have Gardner Minshew, and Colts have just been hanging in there. They've just been winning games, and here they are in a spot, to potentially go to the playoffs here at home. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Under 9 minutes to go for the Texans. As Stroud's going to fall back. Screen pass to the tight end Schultz, who's got a lane to go. And Schultz plops down at the 31-yard line of Indy. That's going to be 2nd and 1 for Houston. With 8.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Houston in field goal range for Kemi Fairbairn, but obviously they've got other plans in their mind for potentially trying to get this in. Stroud has been good on this drive. Houston's having a good drive so far. 2nd and 1 at the Indy 31. Nico Collins at the top of your screen. Going to give it to Singletary, who picks up the first down and a few more yards. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Texans at the Indy 27-yard line. Under 8 to go now in the 4th quarter in the tie game at 17. Colts took the early 3-0 lead. Then the Texans had a 1-play touchdown on their first play from scrimmage, a 75-yard bomb from Stroud to Nico Collins. Texans added another touchdown before the half, and then the Colts also put in a field goal. It was 14-6. Texans looked good. Then the Colts in the second half came in with a 50-yard touchdown run by Jonathan Taylor and got the 2-pointer. For it to be tied, Texans answered with a field goal. The Colts answered with a field goal as well. And here we are as EJ Speed the linebacker for the Colts, makes a nice tackle on Devin Singletary in the backfield, going to bring up 2nd and long. Singletary unable to escape him there. Now it's going to be marked at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 13 now. EJ Speed's been all over the field. 12 tackles for him tonight. 2nd and 13 at the Indy 30-yard line. Stroud with a deep drop. Steps up, pressure in his face, delivers an on-target strike to Nico Collins again. And we have a penalty. That's going to tack on more yardage. That's a face mask, I believe. Another huge play from Nico Collins. The connection has been lethal. Stroud to Collins all night. That's his 9th catch. That's going to be a horse collar tackle against Indy. That's going to set up Houston 1st and goal with a great chance here at 6.5 to go in a tie game at 17. That's horse collar on Ronnie Harrison Jr., who made the tackle here. Look at CJ. Deep drop. You got Schultz in pass protection, too. He takes a shot on here, stands in the pocket, and he throws it to his go-to guy, Nico Collins, who has 9 catches for 195 yards and a touchdown in what is the biggest game of his career. And, it's going to be 1st and goal at the 4-yard line for the Texans. Stroud has been 7 out of 7 for 82 yards on this drive. And they're going to give it to Singletary up the middle, who finds his way, cuts it in, touchdown Texans! Devin Singletary gives Houston the lead with 6 minutes to go in this game. On the road in Indy. Texans go 12 plays, 73 yards in 7 minutes. An absolute clutch drive from Houston as they take the lead here in the 4th. What a great run right there from Devin Singletary. Texans take the lead. Oh, he missed the extra point. I can't believe it. They missed the extra point. Wow, what a drive there from Houston. That was brilliant. But, of course, a missed extra point. Texans take the lead, but missed extra point. Hopefully that's not going to come back and cost them. That was an incredible drive. That was huge. I mean, for them to do that 12 plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes, needing a touchdown, they get it. But again, Fairbairn misses the extra point. Hopefully that's not going to cost him. That was brilliant. Great, great drive. That was amazing. I don't know. That's risky, though. Another great run defense by the Houston Texans. They've stepped up in terms of run defense here, which has been really nice to see. Jonathan Taylor still on the sideline. He was nodding his head. He knows it's on him, but he's still not in the game. The Colts are obviously going to have to rely on him if they're going to have any chance in this one. As he's back in here, under 6 to go. Colts down 6. They need a touchdown. 2nd and 11, loss of 1 on the play. Petrie coming off the edge there, gets it, and missed tackle there by Desmond King, and there he goes all the way up into Texans territory. Huge gain on the play by Downs. What a great run, pitch and catch from him. Desmond King just unable to make the tackle right there. That's a big miss. 5 minutes to go. Colts at the 48-yard line of Houston. Downs in motion again. They're going to give it to Taylor, and he goes nowhere. Great defense. There's no Hewitt on the play for the Houston Texans. Will Anderson, a little bit gimpy. He's never been 100% today. Derek Barnett, another great play as well. Minshew looks over the middle, has got Downs again. Great tackle there by Denzel Perryman on the play. And we're approaching 4 minutes to go. Again, Houston up 23-17. Must-win game. The winner's in the playoffs. The loser is out. This is a playoff game to get into the playoffs. Colts have not converted a third down all night today. 0 out of 8. 3rd and 6 here, under 4 to go. Third and 6 at the Houston 44. Downs in motion, goes behind Taylor. Back the other way. Going to give it to Taylor, and they will be just short. It's going to be 4th and inches, but there is a flag, and it might be on the Colts. It's on the defense, actually. Never mind. That's a big penalty. Gives them a first down. That's not good. Man, you can't miss that PAT if you're Miami Fairburn. That is just rough. And yeah, right there. Illegal use of hands. You can't do that, man. Can't do that. Penalty on Malik Collins right there. That's not good. As he goes to the sideline. 1st and 10, Indy at the Houston 34. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Both teams have all 3. The Colts obviously just want to give it to Taylor. Houston should know that as well, but he keeps chugging. Picks up another 5 yards on the play. As Anderson, a little hurt there, but 3 minutes to go. This clock is ticking. It is ticking fast, and Colts are just wanting to run this over and over and over and just score the game-winning touchdown and kick the PAT for the win. As the clock expires, that's what they want. Taylor, 173 yards rushing today on 25 carries and a touchdown. Just not the typical Houston run defense that you've seen all year. 2nd and 6 at the Houston 30. Taylor in the backfield. They're going to give it to him on a toss to the outside. Houston's got people there, and they converge and make the play. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. Big third down, but they're obviously going to go for it as well. So Denzel Perryman is now on a knee for the Texans, great linebacker for them this year. Christian Harris has been all over the place for the Texans as well. Teammate on teammate right there. Third and 5. They're going to give it to Taylor. Taylor is going to get... No, he didn't. He's going to be injured short, I think. And this is a choice here. He's probably going to go for it. He's half-yard short. Colts are going to go for it. He got a few seconds left before the 2-minute warning. They're going fast. And they're going to have to take it down to the 2-minute warning here. Houston, for your information, has all 3 of their timeouts waiting for them, but the Colts do need a touchdown, so it might come down to the defense. We'll see what happens. This is going to be a very, very close finish. Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate you for joining. Yeah, it's coming right down to the wire, literally. This is going to be a very close game. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. Personally, for me, hopefully the Texans can figure out a way to get this one done. Here we go. 2 minutes to go. This is it. 23-17, Texans on top of the Colts. And it is going to be 4th and inches. Wow, they gave him the first down. Okay. They gave them the first down here. Yeah, he got it. Jonathan Taylor got the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Indy at the Houston 24-yard line. Taylor in the backfield, of course. The Colts really just want to pound this in there and take a lot of time off. Toss to the outside. Taylor's got some blocks. He cuts it to the outside and gets out of bounds after a gain of 2 yards. That tackle made there by Christian Harris, second-year linebacker out of Bama. He's been everywhere for the Texans tonight on defense. Let's see what Steichen calls up here. 2nd and 8, minute 54 to go. Texans defense is going to have to come up big. They've come up big a few times this year, like against the Broncos. They've done that against the Saints. They've done that, but this is huge. On the road. 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line of Houston. Mo Ali Cox shifting. They're going to give it to Taylor on the outside. Anderson cannot keep up. Taylor cuts the outside, gets out of bounds after a gain of about, I believe, 6 yards. That is. It's going to be 3rd and short. Still a minute 48 to go. 3rd and 2 for the Colts. Texans up by 6. Colts have to get into the end zone here. And, of course, Houston missed the extra point. That is looking like a very key factor here right now. CJ Stroud may get the ball back. Who knows? We'll have to see. Win and you're in. Otherwise, you're out. This is as tense as it gets. 3rd and 2 at the 16-yard line. They're going to give it to Taylor. And he is short of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Colts at the 15-yard line. Clock is ticking. This is a big 4th down. If Houston can get a stop, they can really kind of close this game out with 1 first down. Big play call, big moment. This is the game right here. Let's see what's going to happen. You would bet that they're going to give it to Taylor, but who knows if they do a hard play action. 4th and 1. They're trying to jump the Texans. And they took a timeout. You have to go for it if you're the Colts. They took a timeout to discuss, and that is a huge timeout. Now, if you don't get this first down, the ball game's over, pretty much. I mean, minute 6, you have 2 timeouts. This is it. If you don't get this, it's done, pretty much. So, big play. Hopefully one of these 2 teams will be in Wild Card Weekend. We'll find out. Tomorrow I've got the full slate of games coming up. Bills versus Dolphins, of course, the huge one on Sunday Night Football. And Jonathan Taylor's on the sideline on 4th and 1. Your best player's on the sideline here, 4th and 1. Quite an interesting call. Let's see if they can get it. And he dropped it! He dropped it! Unbelievable! He dropped the pass! It's a stop on 4th down for the Texans! Unbelievable! And they just might have done this! What a finish! I cannot believe this call by the Colts. You don't even have your best player, Jonathan Taylor, on the field. You throw it to your backup running back who cannot make the simple catch. That's your 3rd string running back. That's not even Zach Moss. And that is a gift for the Texans right there. He could have easily gotten the first down and more. As Cashman was the only one over there to make the play, he might have had a touchdown, and he drops it. This might be it. I mean, you should have seen D'Amico Ryans on that. He was pumped. Colts have to use both of their timeouts. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. They might have done this. This is unbelievable. That was really tough. This is close. Colts obviously used their last time out. This is unbelievable. The Colts really hurt themselves more than anything. Man, it seemed like CJ was about to cry on that. Third and 6. Texans, the play clock obviously starts at 40, so the Colts are going to have pretty much hardly any time to do anything. Texans just going to try and run this as fast as they can. Oh, and it's going to be about a 7-second difference. This is pretty much nothing for the Colts to work with. Yeah, that was just not good from the Colts. Dude was wide open. He just dropped it. But I think more so you want your best player in the game. Why wasn't Jonathan Taylor the one? Well, I can understand why they did because all the attention would have gone to him. But, man, that's just unbelievable. It's kind of a debatable play call there, whether you do that or not. I don't know. They're going to be talking about that in Indy, but here in Houston for sure. We love the decision, and it worked out in Houston's favor for sure. 7 seconds left. Houston's going to use their first timeout. This, I think, you'll punt this, and they're going to have pretty much nothing. You punt this out of bounds, obviously. And this might be it. They might have done this. It's crazy. The Texans might be heading to the playoffs. The Colts are trying to block this, so they got to get this off quick. If you're Johnson, you punt this thing out quick. Kick. Oh, Johnson just gonna 3, 2, take the safety with 1. You don't need to do anything. He could have ran back the other way or something. One second left. The Texans are 1 second away from making the playoffs. One second left. This is it, man. Come on. Game should be over. What do you do here if you're the Colts? This is quite interesting. So he's going to kick it like a punt. Now, the clock isn't going to start, I believe. So you can fair catch, you'll get a play. or you try and do it here. I think you catch it and try and figure out a play. So Frank Ross, obviously one of the better special teams coordinators in the league, will obviously know what to do here. Just that Texans fans have seen all kinds of things, you know? So you never know what to expect. Here we go. And they're going to bring it. Here we go. Here come the laterals to Pittman. And Pittman is stopped. There it is. The Houston Texans are in the NFL playoffs for the first time since 2019. The turnaround is complete. Unbelievable. They did it. The Houston Texans playoffs 2024. What the hell? This is crazy. I mean, you had so many guys hurt. Tank Dell, Robert Woods, Troy Aikman mentioned a few. And you get it done, and wow. The Texans have done it. They got it done. They played a great first half of football. They held on, late, and great drive, and they did it. Wow. Hey, man, it's been great. It's been great. This is unbelievable. For them to make the playoffs after going 3-13-1 last year, man, I'm very, 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 very impressed. Wow. Well, it's a good night here in Houston, I'll say that for sure. Texans make the playoffs. They win. Final score 23-19. They hold on. Game-winning drive, of course, was led by CJ 7 out of 7 on that drive. Texans make the playoffs. They hold on. Great first half from CJ. Defense makes a few plays late. The Colts obviously will be thinking about that one play there where the wide open running back was available, and Granson just dropped it, and that was it. So tough luck for Indy, but good for them. They made it so far. 9-8, great season for them. But the Houston Texans, supposed to be a rebuilding year, they get it done, and they're heading to the playoffs. They're probably going to be facing the Bills or the Chiefs, or who knows? They might have a home playoff game if they can win the division if the Jags lose. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate y'all.